Circle. So what is a circle? A set of points equidistant from a fixed point. हा जो सेट ऑफ पॉइंट्स, ठीक है, दिस इज कॉल्ड लोकस एंड दिस इज अ लेसन इन द 11th स्टैंडर्ड.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Locus means set of points. This equidistant means equal distance, and that equal distance is called as radius of circle.
Okay.
From a fixed point, that fixed point is called center of circle. So if I draw a circle like this, and this is a center, then CP will be radius. Okay?
Yeah.
For a circle, there are two things which we should know. One is circumference of the circle. What is circumference of circle? 2 pi r. What is unit of circumference? Meter or centimeter.
Okay.
Because circumference is basically what? Perimeter of circle. What is perimeter of any geometric figure? Length of boundary.
Length of boundary. Yeah.
The second thing which we should know for a circle is the area of circle. Which is pi r square.
Pi r square.
What is the unit?
Square centimeter.
Or?
Meters. Meter square.
Meter.
Square meter.
Either square centimeter or square meter.
Meter.
Okay? Fine. So, if we talk about congruent circles, then they have the same radius. If we talk about concentric circles, then we can think of polo mint with the hole. They have same center but different radius. Okay. If I talk about intersecting circles, then these are the possibilities. First, circles intersecting at 2 points And second, circles touching at one point. And for this, there are two possibilities. The circles can be like this, and this is called two circles touching each other externally, or the circles can be like this. Two circles touching each other internally. Okay. Then chord of a circle. To understand chord of a circle, we will understand what is secant to the circle. Secant is the line which intersects the circle at two distinct points.
Two distinct points.
So secant is a line. Okay. Suppose you have a circle like this, then you have a secant like this. Now secant is intersecting the circle at 2 points A and B. L is the secant. A comma B are points of intersection of secant with circle.
Okay.
So if you observe, AB is a segment. And AB is part of secant. And AB is called chord of circle.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
It is important to note that biggest chord of the circle is the diameter of the circle. Biggest chord of the circle is the diameter of the circle. So you have, suppose, C center of circle. Then suppose you have a line L dash or L prime passing through the center of the circle. Then if it is intersecting the circle at P and Q, then PQ is the diameter.
PQ. Yes.
Okay. Then perpendicular to the chord from the center of the circle. Now you have a circle like this, and you have center of circle like this, and you have chord AB like this, and you are drawing a perpendicular like this. So what is AB? Chord.
Chord.
What is CP?
Ray.
Perpendicular from
Perpendicular down from the chord AB.
center.
Ah, okay.
C is
Center.
center of circle. Now we will join AC. We will join BC. And we will look at triangle ABC and triangle BPC. Now I'm not going to waste time in writing the sentences. I'll explain the concept.
Okay.
Okay. Now if you observe, this is equal to this. Why? Both
Radius
are
of.
very good. In triangle APC and BPC. Okay. This angle APC is equal to angle BPC. Okay.
Yes.
So this is a right angle in which hypotenuse, okay, hypotenuse, and this side is common.
Yeah, common side.
CP equal to CP.
Hmm.
Okay. So these two triangles are congruent. RHS test.
Yes.
Right? In a right angle triangle, hypotenuse and side, one hypotenuse is equal to other hypotenuse. One side is equal to other side. So obviously, when we use Pythagoras theorem, we can prove that AP is equal to BP.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
See, what is AP square? AC square minus BC square.
Yeah.
And what is BP square? It is BC square,
C square
minus
minus
PC
CB.
square.
Yes.
But AC is equal to BC, both are R. So AP square equal to BP square. So AP is equal to BP. So when we use right angle hypotenuse side test, we are effectively using SSS test.
Okay.
Okay. Side and side. All the three sides are equal in this case.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So these two triangles are congruent.
Yes.
So therefore, AP equal to BP. That means P is midpoint of AB chord. Therefore, perpendicular from the center to the chord bisects the chord.
Bisect the chord. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In other words, if this is a theorem, then how does the converse of this theorem look like? Converse of this theorem, how will it look like? Line. I will write the converse in a different color so that you will be able to understand. Line joining center of circle to midpoint of chord is perpendicular to the chord.
Okay.
Okay. Right?
Yes.
The perpendicular drawn from center to the chord bisects the chord. So on and so forth. In the adjoining figure, segment DE is a chord of the circle with center C. Segment CF is perpendicular to DE. Now we know that this is equal to this. Diameter of circle is 20. That means what is the radius? 10 centimeters. DE is 16. So what is FE? 8.
8.
and this is 10.
Hmm.
Okay. We have to find CF. So how to find CF?
Pythagoras theorem.
So to understand how to find CF, we will look at triangle CFE.
Hmm.
CFE. This is 8 and this is 10.
10.
Now, let's look at Pythagoras theorem. In detail.
Hmm.
Okay. What is
Hmm.
hypotenuse of the triangle?
AC.
Why?
Oh, sorry, sir. कुठलं CFE.
Hypotenuse of triangle ABC.
C. AC.
So first of all, we have to
Right.
understand that Pythagoras theorem is applicable only for
Right angle triangle.
right angled triangle.
Hmm.
Okay. Pythagoras theorem is applicable only for right angled triangle. It is not applicable for any other triangle. Okay.
Hmm.
So hypotenuse of triangle ABC for right angle triangle, hypotenuse is the side opposite to,
90.
and what are AB and BC called?
Height and base.
No, wrong. Perpendicular sides. And why they are not called height and base, and whoever calls is absolutely wrong, because suppose this triangle would be like this.
Hmm.
In that case, the base is AC
Yes.
and height is a perpendicular drawn from B to AC, say BP.
Okay.
And height is also called as altitude.
Hmm.
What is altitude of a triangle?
Yeah.
What is altitude of a triangle? It is the perpendicular drawn from
Hmm.
any vertex to the opposite side. So what is altitude of a triangle? Perpendicular drawn from any vertex to the opposite side.
Opposite side.
Now, we will name these sides as B, C, and A. Small alphabet corresponding to the angle opposite which the side is. Okay?
Hmm.
Fine.
Yes.
So by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of squares of perpendicular sides. So that is Pythagoras theorem. So you have AC square is AB square,
Plus BC.
but we can write this as B square equal to A
Is
square
equal to
plus
A square. C is.
doesn't make a difference. I can write AB square first or I can write BC square first.
Yes.
Doesn't make any difference. So this is Pythagoras theorem.
Hmm.
Now, there are something called as Pythagorean triplets.
Hmm.
And to understand Pythagorean triplets, we have to understand that hypotenuse of a right angle triangle is the biggest side of the triangle. Now, why is this so? This is because in a right angle triangle, this angle is 90 degrees. Suppose this angle is alpha and this angle is beta, then by angle sum property, alpha plus beta plus 90 is 180. So what is alpha plus beta? 90. That means acute angles of a right angle triangle are complementary. Okay. That means alpha is less than 90 and beta is less than 90. But we also know that in any triangle, the side opposite to the greatest angle is greatest, right?
Side opposite to the greatest angle is the greatest.
Or biggest.
Yes.
So in a right angle triangle, 90 degree is the biggest angle. So therefore hypotenuse is the biggest side of the right angle triangle.
Okay.
So we look at Pythagorean triplets. The Pythagorean triplets are a set of 3 numbers. Such that they correspond to 2 perpendicular sides and hypotenuse. Okay. So the 2 perpendicular sides can be 3, 4, and hypotenuse can be 5. So let's verify. What is hypotenuse square?
25 I square.
Okay. Then and perpendicular side to का square. ठीक है? So you have 2 perpendicular sides, that's 3 and 4. तो एक 3 का square मतलब 9, 4 का square 16, hypotenuse square 25, and 9 plus 16 is 25. So this is a Pythagorean triplet.
Okay.
Then you have 5, 12, and 13. What is square of 13? 169.
169.
Square of 5? 25.
25.
Okay. Fine.
Yes.
Then let's look at 7, 24, and 25. 7, 24, and 25. So what is 7 square?
39.
What is 24 square?
Oh,
576.
Hmm.
And 25 square is 625.
625.
So what is 576 plus 49? 9 plus 6, 15, 7 plus 5, 12, 625.
Okay.
So this is a Pythagorean triplet, but there is another set of Pythagorean triplets. See, if 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet, then 3k, 4k, and 5k is also a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, where k is any number, any whole number,
Okay. Any whole number.
any whole number. Okay, so let's look at this for k equal to 2. So you have 6, 8, and 10. So what is hypotenuse square? 100. What is 6 square? 36. What is 8
36.
square? 64.
64. Oh,
So you have this as a Pythagorean triplet. Therefore, when we solve this particular triangle, we don't use the Pythagoras theorem. We directly put, we see 8. 8 is a multiple of 4. 4 into 2. 10 is 5 into 2. Over here, you have 3 into 2. So answer is 6.
6, 8.
Okay.
Yes.
So we don't have to solve. Okay.
Yes.
Next, in the adjoining figure, segment QR is the chord of the circle with center O. P is the midpoint of the chord QR. If QR is 24, then what is PR? 12.
12.
OP is 10. Find radius of the circle. We know that a point joining center of the segment, joining center of circle to midpoint of the chord is perpendicular to the chord.
Yes.
So triangle OPR is what?
Right angle.
Correct. Right angle triangle. So we apply Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? OR square is
OR
OP
square is equal to OP
plus
square plus PR square.
which is OP square कितना है? 10 का square 100. PR का square 144.
144.
244. So OR is under root of 244. तो 244 के प्राइम फैक्टर्स निकालो. 2 za. Okay. And what will be 61? 61 is a prime number. So you have this as 4 into 61, which is 2 root 61.
2 root 61.
That is the answer. Okay. Now let's look at activity 3. In activity 3, okay, but you have to write units. That is important because यहाँ पे मीटर सेंटीमीटर कुछ दिया नहीं है, तो ये सीधा लिख देने का units.
Okay.
समझा? Now let's look at this. In the adjoining figure, M is the center of the circle. Okay. If M is the center of the circle and segment AB is the diameter, okay. Segment MS perpendicular to AD. ये 90 degree है. Segment MT perpendicular to AC. This is 90 degree. Angle DAB congruent to angle CAB. ये दो एंगल सेम है.
DAB. Oh, yes.
Okay. I have to prove that chord AD congruent to chord AC. क्या प्रूव करना है मुझे?
Chord AD congruent to chord AC.
Chord AD congruent to chord AC. ये प्रूव करना है मुझे. ठीक है ना? we know that perpendicular from center to the chord bisects the chord.
Perpendicular from center to the chord bisects. Yes.
Perpendicular from center to the chord bisects the chord.
Yes.
ये पता है हमें।
हम्म।
इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब है कि AD जो है अगर उसका लेंथ है 2m फॉर एग्जांपल, तो AS कितना होगा? m।
M.
ओके फाइन। अच्छा, सिमिलरली MT जो है वो AC को परपेंडिकुलर है, तो AC का लेंथ मेरा अगर होगा 2n, तो AT कितना होगा? n।
N.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's look at triangle MSA and triangle MTA. Okay.
हाँ.
Fine. Now both are right angle triangles.
Yes.
Okay. You have AM is the hypotenuse.
Yes.
Okay. Now you have this angle SAM is equal to angle TAM. That is given.
Yes.
You have angle MSA is equal to angle MTA.
Okay.
So we have triangle MSA is congruent to triangle MTA by side angle test.
Yes.
Okay. Therefore, we can say that MS is equal to MT, CPCT. Corresponding part of congruent triangles are congruent. We can also say that SA is equal to TA.
Yes. Yes.
Again, CPCT.
Corresponding sides of congruent triangle.
Congruent parts of congruent triangles are equal. Okay. This is basically short form which is used in NCERT or CBSE. But if you want to write in state board, you can write corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Okay, that statement can be written. That for that you can refer the guide. That is not the problem. Important part ये है कि you should understand the concept. Okay. Now SA equal to TA अगर है तो SA तो मेरा M है और TA मेरा N है, तो मतलब अगर M equal to N है तो 2M equal to 2N है.
Yes.
लेकिन 2M क्या है मेरा? AD. AD नहीं, AD.
हाँ.
AD equal to AC. So you prove that these two chords are equal. Okay. Also, you have proved that MT equal to MS. MT equal to MS. What is MS? You have to understand this. What is MS? MS is perpendicular distance of chord AD from center of circle.
Yes.
And MT is perpendicular distance of chord AC from center of circle. So you got MS equal to MT when chord AD is congruent to chord AC.
AC.
What does this mean? It means that when two chords are congruent, then their perpendicular distance
Hmm.
from the center of the circle,
Hmm.
perpendicular distances, their respective perpendicular distances
Hmm.
from the center of the circle
Hmm.
are equal. बराबर?
हाँ.
तो इसका कॉन्वर्स क्या होगा? अगर ये थ्योरम है तो इसका कॉन्वर्स क्या होगा? When the perpendicular distances of two chords
Is equal.
from the center
Center of this
of the circle
is equal.
are equal, then
When the two chords are congruent.
excellent. Then the two chords are congruent.
Hmm.
ठीक है?
हाँ.
Next, circle passing through 1, 2 and 3 points. Okay?
Hmm. Hmm.
Circles passing through 1,
2 and 3.
2 and 3 points.
Hmm.
1 point, 2 points and 3 points.
Hmm.
तो 1 point के थ्रू पास होने वाला सर्कल, 1 point
Hmm.
के थ्रू पास होने वाला सर्कल
Hmm.
इनफाइनाइट है. कितने भी सर्कल ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं हम एक पॉइंट से.
Yes.
ये पॉइंट है देखिए.
Hmm.
कितने भी सर्कल, इन्यूमरेबल.
Yes.
2 पॉइंट से इनफाइनाइट,
Infinite.
इन्यूमरेबल. क्यों?
Hmm.
क्यों?
Is there two distant? Hmm.
ओके. और 3 पॉइंट से ओनली 1.
Why?
I will explain. Okay.
Hmm.
Now activity 1, draw segment AB, draw perpendicular bisector L of the segment AB. Take point P on line LS, center PA as radius and draw a circle. Also circle passes through point B, also find the reason. Okay. Now see, first what he has done. He has drawn a segment AB.
Draw segment. Hmm.
Draw perpendicular bisector L.
Hmm.
तो L पे जितने भी पॉइंट है, L पे जितने भी
Point.
पॉइंट है, वो पॉइंट से यू जॉइन ए एंड बी. तो देखो पहले तो बताया कि L इज परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ ए बी. तो सपोज ये पॉइंट है Q. तो व्हाट इज Q?
Say
Midpoint
midpoint of AB.
of AB. Why? Because L is perpendicular bisector of AB. नहीं समझा? Got it? So
Yes.
now you take any point, say for example he has set P, let's take P. Okay, or we'll take a different point. We'll take N. Okay, no problem.
Hmm.
Join NA and join NB.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So will NA be equal to NB?
NA. Yes.
Why?
Radius of the circle.
No, no,
Radius.
no, 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 no. Because triangle NAB is an isosceles triangle.
Okay.
Because it is only for an isosceles triangle that this particular option is available.
Oh. NA is equal to NB.
कोई भी isosceles triangle लो. Take any isosceles triangle. ठीक है? जनरल आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल लिया XYZ. इससे एल्टीट्यूड ड्रॉ कर दिया. वो परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर होगा. बिकॉज लेफ्ट इज इक्वल टू राइट. ये सिमेट्री है दोनों.
ओके.
ऐसे ही तो होता है आपका काइट. ओके.
Yes.
So that means that if you take any point on the perpendicular bisector of segment AB, then it will be equidistant from endpoints A and B.
Yes.
Any point on the perpendicular bisector of segment AB is equidistant from the endpoints of segment AB. मतलब NA equal to NB.
Yes.
दूसरा पॉइंट ले लो आप. टेक अ पॉइंट P और टेक अ पॉइंट J. Join JB and JA. These two will be equidistant.
Yes.
Because J is a point on the perpendicular bisector of AB.
Yes.
That means that if you take any point on the perpendicular bisector and you draw a circle, then that circle will pass through A and B.
Yes.
But what is the line?
This is a line.
Set of infinite points.
Okay.
So there are infinite centers possible from where I can draw a circle which will pass through A and B. That means there are infinite circles possible through 2 points.
Okay. Infinite circles.
Karan, basically for the line, there are infinite points. And from any point as center, if you draw the circle, it will pass through A and B.
Yes.
So you have infinite points from which circles will pass through A and B. So for two given points, how many circles are possible for the which can pass through those two given points?
Infinite.
Infinite circles can pass through two given points. See, infinite circle pass through one point, infinite circle pass through two distinct points. Now let's look at three non-collinear points. To understand the number of circles which will pass through three non-collinear points, we have to first understand what is the basic requirement for drawing a circle.
Okay.
क्या चाहिए? सर्कल ड्रॉ करना है तो क्या चाहिए?
radius,
and
center.
वेरी गुड.
नहीं.
ऐसे हॉरर मूवी की तरह क्यों बोल रही है? रेडियस, ये वही है जहां पे तुमने मर्डर किया था. For drawing a circle, what is the basic requirement? R
Radius.
and C, right?
Yes.
तो अभी अपने को ये 3 पॉइंट से पास होने वाला सर्कल ड्रॉ करना है, ए बी सी से. तो सबसे पहले मैं क्या करता हूं, स्टेप 1, परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ ए बी. So this will be equal to this. बराबर.
Yes.
उसके बाद स्टेप 2, परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ बी सी.
BC.
So this will be equal to this. Okay.
Yes.
Step 3, point of intersection of AB and BC. Suppose point है Q.
Okay.
So can you say that QA is equal to QB from what we have done before? From any point on the perpendicular bisector, it is equidistant from the end point of segment.
Yes.
Can you say this is for segment AB?
Segment AB.
Can you say that QB is equal to QC for segment BC?
Yes.
So then, can you say that QA is QB is QC? That is radius of
Yes.
circle. मतलब जो
Yes.
सर्कल ज्वाइन करूंगा मैं, ऐसे सपोज ये सब रेडियस बना दिए मैंने, तो यहां से जो सर्कल ड्रॉ करूंगा वो एक ही सर्कल पॉसिबल है. सो नाउ यू गॉट द आंसर टू योर क्यू
Yes.
with the circle of
Yes.
center Q.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's look at activity 3. No circle passes through 3 collinear points. No circle passes through
Collinear points.
three collinear points. 3 collinear point लेते हैं, A और C.
Yes.
AB का परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ड्रॉ कर लो. This is equal to this.
Yes.
BC का परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ड्रॉ कर लो. This is equal to this.
Yes.
तो इनका कॉमन पॉइंट तो मिल ही नहीं रहा कोई.
No. So no circle can be drawn.
No common point for L1 and L2. Therefore, no circle.
Yes.
समझा?
Yes.
Now, what is secant and tangent? We have seen what is a secant. Okay.
Yes.
So, secant intersects the circle at 2 points which are distinct. तो इतना बड़ा क्यों करेंगे हम? at two distinct points लिख देंगे.
Two distant points. Yeah.
Okay. Tangent. क्या होता है tangent? Touches the circle at one and only one point.
Okay, yes.
Tangent touches a circle at only one point.
One, yes.
At one and only one point. So I'll give a very interesting statement which will be important in the 11th standard. A tangent touches the circle at 2 points which are same. A tangent touches a circle at 2 points which are
Same.
that means it touches at 1 point.
Which was okay.
Understood?
हाँ.
A tangent touches a circle at 2 points which are same. इसका मतलब वो tangent touch कर रहा है सर्कल को at only 1 point. तो जहां पे tangent सर्कल को टच करता है उसको कहते हैं point of contact.
Point of contact. Okay, yes.
What is point of contact? The point
Point of tangent touches
on the circle where the tangent touches the circle.
Yes.
Okay, that is called point of contact.
Hmm.
And point of contact will be common to the circle as well as the tangents.
Point
Right?
of contact will be
Common to circle as well as tangent. Because it lies on
Okay.
circle, it has to lie on tangent.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, draw sufficiently large circle with center O. Draw OP radius. Draw line AB perpendicular to segment OP. It intersects a circle at points A and B, and line slide towards point P such that all the time it remains parallel to the original position. Obviously, while the line slides, points A and B approach each other along the circle. At the end, they get merged in point P. But the angle between the radius OP and AB will remain a right angle. तो पहले ये लाइन लिया L1 सपोज, तो L1 ने कट किया सर्कल को एट 2 पॉइंट्स A एंड B. उसके बाद L1 को नीचे लाया L2, फिर भी 2 पॉइंट्स पे कट कर रहा. L3 2 पॉइंट्स पे कट कर रहा. L4 2 पॉइंट पे कट कर रहा. लेकिन पहले L1 सेट कैसे किया था? L1 परपेंडिकुलर टू AB, ऐसे उसका सेटिंग कर दिया था. ओके, तो जैसे जैसे उसको पैरेलल मूव किया, L1 पैरेलल टू L2, L1 पैरेलल टू L3, L1 पैरेलल टू L4, L1 पैरेलल टू L5. लेकिन L5 पे जब पहुंचा तो उसने सर्कल को एक ही पॉइंट पे टच किया. अंडरस्टूड? सो when L1 approaches L5, when L1 goes to L5, L1 is still perpendicular to OP.
Yes.
L1 is not perpendicular to AB. That was a mistake. L1 is perpendicular to OP. उसको सेट ऐसे किया है कि L1 is perpendicular to OP. OP is the radius.
Yes.
तो L1 perpendicular to OP. लेकिन उसके बाद L1 parallel to L2, L3, L4, L5. तो L5 जो है वो भी OP को perpendicular होगा. ये 90 डिग्री का एंगल छोड़ नहीं रहा है वो. और जब L1 L5 होता है, that time L5 becomes tangent to the circle.
Okay.
Okay. That means tangent at any point on the circle
Hmm.
is perpendicular to the radius,
Hmm.
and this is tangent theorem.
Hmm.
What is tangent theorem? Tangent at any point on
Tangent.
the circle is
Point of
perpendicular to the radius. This is
tangent
tangent theorem.
theorem.
Okay.